welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, then hi, my name is Lauren, and on my channel we mostly talk about anything luxury, but we also discuss lifestyle and beauty. So if you're interested in any of these topics, please consider subscribing to my channel and we'll get started with the video. So in today's video, I'm presenting you my best purchases of 2022. These are the items that I've bought this year, which I would 100% recommend. So if you are curious to find out what these are, then please keep on watching. So my best one overall is unsurprisingly from Chanel. Of course, I had to include the best item to be a Chanel one. And it is also unsurprisingly a bag. It is the Chanel 22A dark pink medium flap. I absolutely love this bag. I find the color to be really perfect. What I like about it is that it is a shade of pink that can be worn year-round. So it's not like a super light, almost nude type like this one, which for me would be more of like, you know, a kind of a summer color or at least spring. And that, by the way, is the Yves Saint Laurent Sac de Jour in size nano in color blush pink. But this instead could be worn year-round. I definitely see myself reaching for this bag not only in the spring and summer, but also in the fall and winter. I feel like this would be perfect, for example, with like a black dress, you know, black boots, that type of thing, and just having that bag as the pop of color of the outfit would be perfect. Obviously, the prices are what they are with Chanel. They are really, really, really expensive. I paid a lot of money for this handbag. But nonetheless, I would 100% recommend it. It is one of the staple pieces in my wardrobe. I feel like it overall changes like the entire look of the outfit. And having this bag in my bag collection was really a dream come true. I feel like I've been, you know, kind of searching for the perfect shade of pink for a really long time. I wanted to have like a companion for the Yves Saint Laurent Sac de Jour in blush pink. I was trying to find something else that could be worn, you know, more like year-round, and I'm so happy to have found this bag, so I would 100% recommend it. My next favorite one when it comes to bags is this beautiful Dior book tote in size medium. And here, quite surprisingly, it's actually not one from Chanel. I have bought another bag from Chanel, but I would prefer this one. I would rank this one a little bit higher. I would recommend it a little bit more, especially given the price. I was searching for kind of an alternative to the Chanel Deauville for a really long time. I love this bag and I still have it, but the problem is it is so heavy. It is just like unbearable. And I'm quite tall and I'm quite strong, and I just feel like the bag has this like off vibe to it where it's like way too heavy, way too bulky, way too big in general. And so I was looking for an alternative to that without wanting to give up my purse. So I still have it. It's still in my collection. But I found this beauty, and for me this is amazing. The bag is so light. It is very carefree. I was worried for a long time because, you know, the bag is gray, but then it's also mostly white, I would say, and I was kind of worried about getting it and, you know, getting it dirty, especially around here, around the handles. That's, you know, where it's the most exposed, or here at the back. I was worried about having color transfer happen to the bag. But so far so good, and I've been wearing this bag quite often, especially in the summer. So this, I will say, is something that I would recommend more for spring or summer. I don't really wear this in the fall or winter, so I've kind of, you know, put it away in my closet and then haven't taken it out in a couple of months. But as I'm taking it out for the video, this really makes my heart so happy. I really love this handbag. The price, unlike Chanel, is still very reasonable for what it is. And I feel like it's just the perfect amount of casual plus classy at the same time. So I really couldn't recommend it more. Next up in the handbag category, we have this beautiful Chanel 19 handbag in color beige. I really, really like it. But to be very honest with you, I don't wear it as much as I probably should. So here, this is probably the bag out of all of the ones that I have in my collection where I feel like I have been the most adventurous. So all of my Chanel bags are caviar leather, or it's like, you know, the Chanel Deauville, which is canvas. But they're definitely not lambskin because I am so afraid of, you know, getting it scratched or getting it damaged or everything. And so here for the Chanel 19, I took a big risk. I really like the model and I feel like I love the shape. I love the perfect ratio of casual plus classy, so kind of similar to the Dior book tote. But obviously I had to take the risk, and so this is lambskin leather. And to be honest, because it is lambskin leather, I really don't take it out as often as I should. I feel like, you know, I always have it in the back of my head of, well, if you take it out, then you're going to damage it. And it's this ever-going thing that's in my head where, like, in the end, I don't take it out as much. I feel like I always am so concerned about getting it ruined. It's not like it was the price of a flap either, but, you know, considering everything, it was still an expensive handbag. And, you know, I'm a little, yeah, let's say I'm a little bit more concerned than I should. I'm trying to relax. And I feel like for the Dior book tote, it went well in the sense that, you know, I was afraid of getting such a light colored bag. But in the end, it worked out very nicely. I wear it very often, so that's nice. And it's also kind of like, you know, I'm building a tolerance to buy like a white flap. That would be my ultimate goal, of course, in caviar leather. But, you know, I'm kind of like working my way towards that. And here, I love it and I would never consider selling it, but I would definitely have to try and like force myself to wear it. So I would say if you are into lambskin leather, then go for it, because this is such a gorgeous piece. I mean, how do you not like this bag? It is so cute and pretty, but I am still very, very afraid of ruining this purse. So if, like me, you're more into caviar leather bags, then think about it twice. And lastly, in the handbag category, we have the Louis Vuitton Nice Vanity. Although, well, technically it's not really a handbag, but I don't know, I kind of place it in that category because I don't have a category for like makeup bags or makeup organizers. So I intend on using this to organize makeup and to take beauty products on trips. And the reason why I use the verb intend to is because, again, to be very honest and transparent with you, I have not used this beauty even once this year. So I got it earlier this year. I got it for an amazing price because my mom was able to get it for me at the airport in Paris. So she had the D-tax, which was, you know, wonderful. So I'm very happy that I was able to score this gorgeous piece at such a low price. But the thing is, I just bought my first house this year, and so I've kind of been concentrating and focusing my financial efforts and also mostly my time on the house, on like, you know, renovations and stuff. So I haven't taken a single trip this year. So this has kind of, you know, stayed like that in my like, you know, studio slash playroom slash brand room, whatever you want to call that, in its dust bag, which I know is not ideal because it is so gorgeous, but it's just that, you know, I'm not going on trips at the moment. My bathroom is undergoing renovations, so that's also definitely not a good place to display it. So I feel like I'm kind of, you know, stuck with this gorgeous piece and not using it very much. But that being said, I absolutely don't regret my purchase because it is such a nice thing to have. And I feel like I'm gonna get such a nice use out of it when I finally start to travel. I am planning to go back to Canada for the Christmas season this year for the holidays, so I am looking forward to taking this with me. But yeah, other than that, like, it is kind of iffy, and most of the time it does stay kind of, you know, in its dust bag. But other than that, I would really recommend it because I feel like I did hesitate for a long time in between this size and then the size BB, and I kind of, you know, went back and forth. But I feel like for me, since I would use first beauty products and then makeup as well, and I would kind of put everything in the same box, this made more sense than having like either two separate makeup bags or two BB ones or something like that. I prefer to have kind of everything, and I'm not like super duper big on makeup. I use quite a bit of skincare products, but I don't like use too much makeup, so my, you know, makeup routine is very minimal, so it fits quite nicely in this. So the next category that I'll be talking about is going to be jewelry. And here, kind of unlike the handbags that I've last mentioned, these pieces are pieces that I wear every day, and so my best overall when it comes to the jewelry category is my current ring stack, which is composed of number one, the Cartier Juste un Clou ring in white gold with diamonds, and then the Cartier Love Band in white gold with one diamond. This is what I wear every day, and I am so glad that I got it. I think it is the absolute perfect ring stack. By the way, if you are interested in seeing close-ups or in hearing my first impressions of these beautiful rings, then I will go ahead and leave the video of the unboxing and the little information link over here for you to see it. That way you can look at the close-ups, because like this, I don't think that you can see very much. But I feel like this ring stack is absolutely perfect. It's got everything that I was looking for. It's got like, number one, the sparkles, because who doesn't like diamonds? Which girl does not like diamonds? I'm not sure. Number two, it's like reasonably edgy. I love the Justin Clou vibe. It gives this like kind of, you know, cool feeling to it. But then at the same time, I feel like the love band kind of tones it down. And because the Justin Clou ring is there, it's not like, you know, the love band looks like an engagement ring or wedding band or anything. And I feel like on its own, it would have that feeling. So I'm very glad that I paired them together. I think that they go nicely. They're very comfortable. I was a little bit concerned about the Justin Clou ring being, you know, not comfortable because, you know, it would slide off my finger or something, or it would constantly move, and it's definitely not the case. So I've been very, very happy with this purchase, and like I've mentioned before, this is what I wear every day. So every day at work, every day running errands, every day at the gym. Doesn't matter, I wear these rings all the time, and I would 1000% recommend them. Next up in the jewelry category, we have the Cartier Justin Clou bracelet with diamonds in yellow gold. This is a bracelet that I adore, but unfortunately don't wear as much. So I don't know about you, but personally I have like two sets of jewelry. I have my everyday set of jewelry, which is in white gold, which I wear all the time. So this is, you know, what you see on every single of my videos. And then I have the set in yellow gold that I wear for like occasions. And well, I don't have many occasions, and so I end up taking these pieces like very, very rarely, and it's very sad because I feel like actually out of all of the items that I'm going to mention in this video, this was the most expensive one, and it is the one that I wear the least. I mean, it is, you know, an investment piece on its own because it is something that's going to stay beautiful for a very long time, especially because I don't wear it. And so I really don't regret my purchase. I'm very happy to have gotten it. But I should definitely remember that I have it, and I should remember to kind of switch up my sets of jewelry. The thing though is that it takes me quite a long time to change everything because, you know, in my everyday set I have the Cartier love bracelet in white gold, and that kind of takes me a while to remove, then takes me a while to put this one on. Same goes on for, you know, the earrings and everything, and so I kind of like stick to my normal daily set, and I don't really change them. I also feel like I tend to at least match the jewelry that I have to the handbag, and I do think that I have a little bit more silver hardware bags versus gold hardware ones, and so this is also one of the main reasons for which this kind of tends to stay in its box. Other than that, this is really something that I would recommend because I feel like it is very pretty. It is also surprisingly comfortable, and the wear and tear is not bad at all. I mean, I haven't worn it very much, but I can tell you that for the amount of times that I have worn it, if we compare it to the love bracelet, which is here, this like hasn't gotten a single like, you know, scratch or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, of course, like the love bracelet, the first day that I worn it, you could see that there were scratches because it's love bracelet. It will be like that. There is more surface. It kind of, you know, tends to bang like on the desk or on the table a lot more. So I would recommend this one a lot more, but I should definitely remember that I have it. And by the way, let me know in the comments down below if you have any like recommendations or like tips and tricks that you have to switch up sets of jewelry, because I need to remember that I have this gorgeous piece. And lastly, in the jewelry category, we have this beautiful Cartier Justin Clou ring with diamonds, but this time in yellow gold. And here it's going to be short and sweet because it's very similar to the bracelet that I have. It is something that I would recommend, that I like, but I don't wear enough, simply because it's yellow gold. So it's again the same problem. I don't switch up my sets of jewelry. So this is something that I have worn in the past year, maybe like, let's say 6 or 7 times to the max, which, you know, I find it's shameful because it's such a beautiful piece. So yeah, again, please let me know in the comments down below if you have any tips or tricks on how to change sets of jewelry, because I need to wear this one. My next category is going to be shoes, and here my favorite pair that I have gotten this year are these Louis Vuitton Wonderland flat Ranger boots. I absolutely love them, and when I say I love them, I adore them. I think this, like, probably out of everything, especially for the price, is the item that I would recommend the most. I recognize that, you know, not everybody can afford like a Chanel flat bag, but this is much more reasonably priced, well, especially because it's shoes and then it's also Louis Vuitton, and they are so comfortable. I mean, so comfortable. Like, I feel like if you're looking for a pair of boots that are comfortable, that are durable, that are resistant to, you know, bad weather, that are easy to wear, easy to pair with everything, that don't hurt, that look good on everyone, then this is your pick, because oh my god, they are absolutely perfect. And then kind of, you know, the cherry on top of the cake, the bonus for me is that they don't have heels. It is quite difficult to find nice looking boots that don't have heels or that don't have any heel. Like, usually they'll have like a small heel, and even that for me is too much, because if you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, I am 5'11" or 180 centimeters, so it is pretty tall in my book, definitely. So I'm not trying to add, you know, any more centimeters to my height, no thank you. So yeah, I feel like for this reason, these boots are really my go-to. They work really nicely with pants, with skirts, with dresses, I mean, with absolutely everything. I can't think of like a single thing that they wouldn't work with. Maybe yoga pants, but in general, boots and yoga pants, not a fan. But yeah, these ones look super good. I love the combination of like the dark brown, the monogram, the black. I think that makes it really easy to pair with any kind of, you know, color of coat or color of pants. I adore them, and I would 100,000% recommend them. Next up, we have the Chanel ballet flats. And here it is quite curious because actually, you know, the LV boots came in first. They're my favorites versus these ones. And usually, you know, Chanel is my absolutely go-to favorite brand. They are very, very nice, however. I feel like, you know, the Louis Vuitton ones are kind of an exception. It is because they're so comfortable. They're boots in general. I feel like I tend to prefer boots, especially in colder months, to ballet flats. But if you are looking for a pair of classy ballet flats, then this would be my recommendation. Also because it kind of reconciliated me with Chanel shoes. So I used to have just a pair of the Chanel Espadrilles before, and oh my god, I don't understand, because everybody tells me that they're so comfortable. Like, when I look up reviews online, super comfortable, and for me, it doesn't work at all. Like, they hurt my feet so bad. It's so bad that I'll like bleed. It is to that level. And they are my size, definitely not too small, not too big either. But for some reason, they're super uncomfortable. And so I was kind of, you know, under the impression that nothing would work for me. And these guys have been my savior. So I feel like, you know, they are on trend, especially they have been a little bit earlier this year, kind of during the fall, the earlier stages of the fall. They were kind of trendy to wear with like a trench coat. And for me, they've been really my go-tos for work. These are amazing shoes, kind of regardless of whatever kind of job you may have. They will work very nicely to go to a meeting. They will go very nicely to, you know, work at a school like I do. Anything really works with these. They're very comfortable. They're very durable as well. I have worn them quite a bit, and I feel like, you know, they don't look like old or anything. So that's something that I like about them. The leather is very soft and supple, so they kind of adapt to your feet quite easily. And they're not like stiff. I felt like for some reason the Chanel Espadrilles were very stiff. And so I thought that this would be the same, but it's really not. So it is simply because I probably prefer boots more than the Louis Vuitton ones are my favorite. But I'm pretty sure that if I had a pair of Chanel boots, then, you know, those would be my favorites. But I mean, this for ballet flats is my go-to. I would 100,000% recommend them. I really like them, and I feel like the price is still somewhat reasonable for Chanel. Like, you know, let's say, probably will be okay. Next, we have the Hermes orange sandals in white. And here, to be very truthful, I actually have never worn them, not even once. And it's simply because I got them really towards the end of the season. Whenever I got them, I thought that I would still get to wear them a little bit for the leftover, you know, kind of Indian summer that there may be, but unfortunately it wasn't the case. It's been like very rainy afterwards, so I haven't gotten to wear them, not even once, which is so sad. But I can't wait for next summer or even next spring, because I mean, these are such beautiful shoes. I actually have a pair in black already, which I really like, and so here the goal was to kind of get them to pair with, you know, lighter color dresses, like lighter color outfits. I have been trying to move away from wearing black during the summer, which has been complicated because I'm a huge lover of black. I feel like my entire wardrobe is black. But step by step, I've been kind of, you know, trying to move away from that, and this has been a huge encouragement. I also feel like I am trying, like I've mentioned before, to kind of build slowly my way to having a Chanel medium classic flap in white. It's kind of my ultimate goal, but I am so scared of, you know, color transferred, anything damaged, whatever, that I'm like, you know, step by step trying to get into the mindset that it would be feasible. And I feel like having white shoes is kind of like a pretty good step, because when you think about it, shoes get damaged a lot faster than a handbag, especially if they're in white. So here the idea is kind of to see, you know, how I behave with them, how they behave, before kind of jumping the large gun of that Chanel purchase. This is kind of, you know, not as expensive obviously because it's shoes. So hopefully I will wear them, and hopefully they won't stay in my closet. I'm still kind of a little bit iffy, but already the fact that I like can't wait for summer to wear them is a good sign. And lastly, we have the Ferragamo Verena flats in pink. These are my most recent purchase when it comes to shoes, and I really like them. However, kind of similar to the orange sandals, I haven't gotten to wear them yet, because in my mind, this still kind of screams, you know, like spring and summer. I'm not super duper comfortable wearing them in the winter. I feel like I also have better options, to be honest, when it comes to, you know, flats or even just general shoes in the winter time. So this is why I haven't worn them yet, but I did get them at the outlets, and I was very excited because I was able to score them for an unbelievable price. By the way, if you are interested in seeing close-ups of the shoes, or if you want to hear my first impressions about them, then I will go ahead and include the unboxing of the shoes in the little link of the video here so that you can see it. But for me, these are kind of, you know, my go-to. I actually have a pair of them in black that I wear a lot during the winter time. This is also why I've been kind of reserving them for, you know, the spring and summer, because I already have a pair in black that I wear now. And instead of, you know, wearing the black ones in the summer and then wearing these ones in the winter, I try to, you know, wear them for the appropriate season. I'm very excited to wear them. I think that they look really cute. They look very girly. I love, like, you know, the pink look, and also these aren't suede ones. So the ones that I have in black are suede, which can be a little bit iffy, especially for the weather. Especially on the durability side, I'm not super sure that they are durable, or at least from what I've seen. But these ones, I think that it'll be a lot better. So I'm excited to have these long term, and I would really recommend them, especially if you can find them at the outlets. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video was able to give you either like gift ideas or inspiration on what to get next year. These have been amazing purchases, things that I will love and use for the next coming years. I'm so happy that I was able to get all of that this year. I think, by the way, that I kind of like moved away from my wish list, and I think that's something that happens to all of us, you know. We all establish a wish list at the beginning of the year, and then we do end up getting a couple of items from that wish list, but then a lot of things have been kind of like, oh, you know, I've been thinking about that for the past like 2 months, this would be nice to have, and then I get it. So it's not exactly a reflection of my wish list, but I feel like you can see a couple of items on that. By the way, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in my next one.